So I've reached halfway in my walk. It's a walk up to Ram Hill and back. And Ram Hill in the early medieval period was Hramnes Biri, and which is Ramsbury. Now it's in the Charter of Sparsholt, the Saxon Charter of Sparsholt. That's how we get into the charter, is to find that. And there's some other interesting landmarks in that charter. There's Hodan Chloa, which is Hoda's burial mound low, and Lee Coombe below it, which is just over there. I'll send the drone up in a minute and have a look at that. But the reason I look at Saxon charters, well, because I want to learn about my own the landscape of my country, how our forebears saw it, but it also gives us information about the Roman period and the prehistoric period before it, because the Saxons recorded those names, and they recorded little clues. So there is a Fowler is below us, and Fowler is in the charter. I've forgotten, damn it, exactly what the Saxons call it, but it comes out as coloured floor. And at Fowler, the name Fowler, modern name Fowler, is probably based around floor, as in a mosaic. And there was a Roman mosaic there in a wood just outside very close to the centre of the manor. And the anglo-saxons recorded it. They saw it. They knew all about it. And by looking at the Anglo-Saxon charters, we can look at the history of this country that came before even them. But Ram's Hill is underneath corn at the moment, so you can't see the ramparts. Even when the corn's cut down, it's really hard to see the ramparts. They've been ploughed out pretty much, but I can make them out, and you can see them from the satellite imagery. So it's very close to Uffington as well. I wonder why they abandoned this very nice high spot for Uffington. Well, I can imagine there are advantages to Uffington. It's got its little coombe at the bottom where it can show off its white horse, etc. But yeah, this Iron Age fort was pre-Uffington, I believe. So what about this context I was talking about? I seem to have forgotten it. Well, there's 4 Roman or Romanised roads that go to Wantage. I didn't think Wantage was a Roman place, but apparently it is. But it is, of the Romanised roads, we have Old Street that comes up from Thatcham, probably joins the Ermine Way, comes up from Thatcham, through Caldash, then Beedon, and then over the hill to Wantage. It's not that straight, it's a bit wibbly wobbly, but we know it's Roman because it has the word Strat in the Saxon Charter of Beedon, where that road is. We have the Ridgeway, which I'm walking along now. That I don't believe it's ever been called the Strat, but the experts seem to think it is a Romanised road. Again, very wibbly wobbly. And who am I to disagree with experts, as you well know? Happy to bend towards their expertise at a moment's notice. You have the Icknield Way, which now don't get these confused, Ridgeway and Icknield Way. The Icknield Way in the Saxon chart, I think it's Wanborough, calls it the Itchenhilde, and it might have something to do with the Iceni. We don't really know. Hilda means war, but Itchenhilde could be a woman's name. So that's the Itchenhilde Way, and that goes along the bottom of the hill, of which the Ridgeway is the top of the hill, of course. So the Icknield Way services all the villages, and the Ridgeway avoids the villages. But what it's really doing is avoiding streams coming off. It's above the watershed, so the streams coming off the hills. Your feet are a lot less wet taking the Ridgeway to wherever you're going. So those are the two Romanised roads, 3 Romanised roads, and then you have the properly straight Roman road heading north towards Abingdon and Oxford. Again, I don't think Oxford was Roman, but it is. And well, right, Oxford, the port. The port meadow has Bronze Age barrows in it, which is, as well as being one of the few last remaining properly common lands used in common between the villages. It wasn't enclosed, and so we've got the road going north from Wantage. Now there is a temple, I think it's Frilsford, a Roman temple. Looks like it's a Roman temple in Grove. So yeah, that's very much that's the road network, Roman road network. We have villas at Wanborough, Woolston, Foray, and now we've got a villa in Letcombe somewhere. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please subscribe, leave a comments. I do enjoy engaging in discussion on these issues. If you've enjoyed this one, then please watch this one next. The algorithm has chosen it as one that you might particularly enjoy.